Hey guys, what's up? I'm back. This is gonna be which pangilang podcast na to?
I think
I lost count.
pang-anim na ata to.
6, 7.
The 6,
7.
Who gives a shit?
Doesn't matter.
I have a joke for you guys.
Fuck. Here we go again.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Who?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who?
Got to believe in magic. Tell me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Roll the intro music!
Man, that was a solid night.
Hey!
Javi, could you kindly tell us what the topic is gonna be about today?
Pero i-intro muna tayo. Di, pak. Diba? Oo, na yun. Ganun. So, di ba ang...
Okay, nag-ano na.
Oo, naman ganun.
Nga pala.
Oh, shit.
It's fine. You know what?
Alex.
Everyone knows that we're the
Alex,
Solidios.
you
We don't need an intro. But anyway, yeah, we are the Solidios here on the Solid Nights channel. My name's Thor.
Daddy Javi.
TL, as always.
And yeah, okay, go. Tell us.
Okay, so what we would be talking about in this podcast would basically be the simps out there and what is a simp, the side effects of being a simp, and what can you do not to be a simp. And we got 5 tips for you. So let's start the podcast.
Alright, so before we start with the podcast and the topic at hand, I just wanna say that this fucking quarantine is fucking bullshit, I swear.
No, honestly, I mean, right now, we are literally proving to everyone who is watching right now that the corona is not as bad as you think.
Actually, it is bad, pare. Pero
not.
it is bad. Although, sa atin kasi, hindi tayo mas affected. And we have been talking about the fucking coronavirus since the start of this channel. Sa totoo lang, like,
going back to
episode
episode
1,
1 pa
man.
lang.
Loving the time of corona, shit.
Going
Yeah,
back to episode
na-
1 pa lang.
pero yun nga, a lot of people didn't take it too seriously, even though we have been giving precautions ever since.
Kasi wala pang lockdown nun eh.
Yun nga.
Yeah.
And ang akin lang is yeah, I get that a lot of people, they need to go out. Even me, I go out, I buy groceries.
I mean, look at where we are right now.
Diba?
We're not even supposed to be together.
Kaya nga.
honestly.
Pero as long as you know in yourself na you are taking precautions and you're trying your best to be healthy and sanitized,
Exactly.
it's all good.
I mean, at this point, kasi like no one has an excuse not to exercise, not to eat right. Kasi there's this crisis nga going on, there's this dilemma, so you gotta do what it takes, survival of the fittest. Yun lang yun eh.
And just
Yun nga. So, for me kasi talaga, bro, ang kalaban kasi talaga natin dito is not the actual virus itself, but it's the fear.
Yeah.
Diba? It's the
Everyone's
fear
just panicking.
paranoia.
It's
Anxiety,
from the fear
mass
from the
paranoia.
media, pare. Sobrang lala. Intense talaga. Like, everyone's going crazy bananas over what's happening with the coronavirus right now. And yun nga, tama nga yung sinabi ni Itel, it's survival of the fittest, di ba? So, ngayon, home quarantine, wala kayong excuse talaga na hindi kayo mag-exercise.
do something productive.
Do something
I actually
productive.
wrote tips on the page. Like,
If you guys saw it.
5 different things na pwede nyong gawin while you're on quarantine. And so basically, yun lang eh. Just try to get out of your comfort zone din. I've been trying to write music even though I don't write music.
Yeah, ikaw ba? Like, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Wala, just the usual stuff, pare. Gaming, workout, kain, tulog, Netflix.
Apex.
Yeah, man. All night, all day, whatever day, man.
Di ako relate dyan.
Pero-
Ako naman, I've been trying to,
Work out.
work out din, trying to figure out filmmaking a bit. Actually, gumawa ako ng small bit on me making coffee. Alam mo na yun. So, yun, I've been trying that. Gumagawa rin ako ng schoolwork, habol ng mga schoolwork. Medyo madami, pero kaya naman.
Yo, but I want to give a lot of props to this dude. Kasi, you know what? I'll be honest, me personally, I kind of got lazy with the channel. But this guy right here, almost every day, he like does the write-ups on what we're supposed to do.
He
and
keeps
everything.
us glued together.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate it. So this dude right here, he's like the core at the moment. Yeah,
Mhm.
he's what's
Pero-
keeping us alive.
You know what's keeping us alive, pare? It's the frontliners out there.
Props.
Hats down to the frontliners. Sobrang salute ako sa
Thank
inyo.
you.
Thank you talaga from the bottom of
Our hearts.
our hearts, TSN fam, to you guys. Sobrang thank you talaga.
Exactly. So anyway, yun lang naman yung...
Enough of Corona.
Yeah.
Enough of Corona.
Yeah,
kasi
man.
I
Since
know na-
episode 1, I'm
We're
sick of
here
it.
to make you laugh, I guess, and talk about something funny. So we thought about making the simp episode ever since sumikat yung unsubtle clown traits and then unsubtle jowa searching, and naglalabasan kasi yung mga iba't ugali ng mga tao, which is really fucking funny for some reason. And yun nga, lumabas yung word na simp. In the first place, nobody really knew what that meant.
Especially me, honestly.
I'll
be honest.
Ako, nakita ko na lang din yun eh. Like, there was an episode of this vlogger dude that I was watching. He was talking about Simmons. What the hell is a simp?
Akala mo it was like short for Simpsons or something. I don't know. No, I'm not.
Bro, tara no tayo ng simp episode.
Yeah, exactly.
No tayo ng
guy,
simp
bro. I was
episode.
like, what simps? Alright, cool.
So,
Okay.
I guess.
what is a simp?
Okay, so a simp is basically from the Urban Dictionary is someone who would go above and beyond a woman
For a woman.
just to win them over. And the other definition that I really like is that it is a guy who prides himself in being chivalrous for sexual gratification.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna fucking put it out there. I used to be such a simp. Honestly, hanggang ngayon, I still have some simp traits. Pero,
And what are they? What are they exactly?
dude, come on. I went to fucking Cavite for cheap, bro.
I was a fucking driver. He never told me shit, guys. Like out of nowhere, bro, we're going to Cavite. What? You only tell me now that we're in the middle of the road? Damn it, Thor.
Yeah, pero, diba? It's
yeah,
like,
sobrang burat na sa'yo nun eh. It's like, bro, there was this one time that Thor was really asking me to go to Cavite. Man, that dude.
yeah,
What a simp, bro.
I always go
What a
above
simp,
and
bro.
beyond. Like, with my exes din, kita nyo naman, diba? I lost so many opportunities and I know, I don't want to
Yeah.
go into detail, but
Alright.
Yeah,
Yun
yeah,
nga,
actually,
you answered the
I
question.
totally agree.
I'm the biggest fucking simp in the group.
Yeah, actually, I totally agree.
Up
Like,
until now.
pero kasi,
Pero ito, the funny thing is, I don't do it for sexual gratification.
What do you do it for then?
Ako kasi, bro,
what do you do it for?
for me,
Ay.
simp is synonymous to a hopeless romantic.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So, and I'd rather identify myself as a
Hopeless
romantic,
romantic,
rather than a simp. Kasi, sa totoo lang, I don't need sexual gratification eh. At the end of the day, I just need someone.
Yeah, because you get
and
some a
want
lot, huh?
someone.
Because you get some a lot, that's why you don't need it, bro.
I just want someone to love at the end of the day and someone to love me back in the same way na mahal ko siya.
But that's the problem of being a simp. You don't get the love you deserve.
Kaya nga.
You don't get the love you deserve.
Oh, what made you say
That's
you
why
don't get
it's
the love
like
that you
going
deserve?
above and beyond it. That's why you're going above and beyond it. Kumbaga, hindi na-reciprocate yung pag-ibig na binibigay mo eh. Like, you can only give so much, this much, and yung returns niya, bro, like, almost halos wala. Nada.
Wait. Honestly, okay, I got a question, and I know I'm not supposed to be asking this now. So you mean, if for example, I went over the top just for this girl, and I still got something in return, like the same amount, I'm not a simp.
No.
No,
Kasi,
because...
ano kayo? You're meeting halfway.
Yeah.
Alright.
Kasi,
alright.
that would transition into the side effects eh. The side effects of being a simp eh. Diba?
Alright.
And the side effects of being a simp kasi is, first, you've been taken for granted before. Because being taken for granted is one side effect of being a simp.
Yes, sir.
Right?
That's true. It's
Diba?
very true.
So like, you could only do, yun nga, like what I said a while ago, you could only do so much, pare.
But can simps only apply to women? Like, it doesn't apply to
No, it
being a
goes
simp to
both
friends.
ways.
Like,
Yeah, it
can
goes
you
both
be
ways.
Goes both ways, pero more often than not, syempre, lalaki pa rin ang simp. Kasi,
Yeah, that's true.
yun nga, parang, for example, ako ulit. I'm gonna use myself as an example a lot in this episode. Yun nga, isa na yung I went to Cavite for that girl. And remember Jem and
Oh, dude, that was
Sorry, pal.
like
that was a bad night.
so-
That was a bad night afterwards.
So this girl, I've been talking to her for years, and we were just friends. But I've always had a crush on her. And then parang I tried approaching her when I got back to the Philippines, ganyan. So we almost saw each other every day, ganyan. I would go to her games. Well, she's not a player, pero she's in the fucking ano yun? Drum lyre thingy.
yeah, I get it. Tama.
So
yung university band.
University band. So I would go there. Tapos, I even fucking paid for her tattoo, her first tattoo, I think, or second. Tapos, dude, after I bought her that tattoo,
She was gone.
dude, she fucking ghosted me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I remember that
I
story.
deserve an explanation at
Yun
least.
nga bro eh. Like,
Diba? Pero,
taken for granted nga talaga. Kasi,
yeah, pero I don't blame her or I don't blame any of the girls na have done that to me kasi para sa akin kasi it also yung superhero syndrome ko or superhero complex ko, it also comes into play kasi I have this feeling na I have to save everyone, although that's very toxic. I know na sobrang toxic na yun nga. And ewan ko, ganun kasi. Pero I know it kasama yun eh, na you have to learn na you can't please everyone.
Yeah.
Pero that's for later.
That's
Pero
for
sige,
later.
That's for
Go
later.
lang for
But,
side effects.
yun nga, for being taken for granted, it's just because you keep on doing so much eh. Like, automatic, this girl would like you to be there. And ikaw naman, nandiyan ka lagi. Abot sa point na magsasawa na lang yan sa, ito na efforts niya. Na-appreciate ka na niya dati. Pero wala, you're just there. And wala, eventually kasi, yung appreciation na yan bro like, if hindi talaga love yan, pare, 3 months lang, tops.
Yeah.
3 months tops,
Iba yun.
pare.
A lot of people kasi they mix infatuation with love.
Yeah.
So that's different. But honestly, what you're trying to tell me right now is super familiar with something that's been happening with Itiel, or that has happened with Itiel. There's this girl that likes you, even though she barely doesn't get. I'm not gonna mention her name. We're not gonna mention any names. Pero, di ba, we're sharing experiences. So if you're not comfortable with sharing that,
I mean, it's cool. I'm just thinking about Angel, honestly. But
no,
I think she'll be alright.
Yeah, she'll be alright with it naman kasi
I hope you are.
I love you.
Jel, magalit.
Fuck.
Alright, let's go.
That girl was such a simp for you. Diba?
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything you want to say about that?
Wala, ito, tanong ko.
I mean,
did you ever take her for granted, pare?
No. Honestly, all those efforts, I really appreciated them, and never ko siya ginost. I never did.
Yeah.
I never did. It was just like when she found out that I had a girlfriend, which I thought she knew. That's when it all got fucked up. That's where it all got mixed up. So I was like, hey, so siya yung nag-ghost.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Yeah, I mean.
Pero that's not
I'm
being a
not-
simp. That's just
Yeah,
respecting.
she was a simp in a way na not necessarily when Itiel needed her. How do I say it?
Yeah, she was there for me.
Yeah, she was there for Itiel a lot. Pero the bad thing was, yun nga, she was also looking for gratification. She was looking for something in
No,
return
yeah.
and hindi nabigay ni Itiel.
Hindi niya nabigay
Kasi
yun.
nga, Itiel is one loyal motherfucker.
Yeah, let's get that out there. Let's tell the people that. I like that. It's so positive. Oh shit.
So,
backdrop fail.
Here we go again, Alex. The fails.
Alright.
okay.
So,
What's
yun nga,
next?
that's the first being taken for granted. The second, and ito, tingin ko, pinakamalala sa lahat. They'll just use you.
Say that again.
They'll just
use you.
Like,
This all seems too familiar.
yeah, cause like, ako naman, there was this girl I dated way back.
Ay, shit.
Like, way back talaga. Like,
This
Wala.
year, like.
wala pa, di pa ako CSB. Di pa ako CSB. Di pa. So, way back talaga siya. There's this girl I dated way back. And like, I just did everything for her. Like, he even paid a fraction of her tuition fee.
Ooh,
Ganon
you went that
kalala.
far.
Yeah,
You
kasi
went that
yun yung mga
far.
time na nag-work
You
ako,
went- you
na
went up-
call center ako.
Whoa.
Like, pero bro, yun yung mga time na nagko-call center ako.
Yeah.
And like everyone was wondering, you're working, where'd the money go?
Mm.
Diba? my money went into two things. First is what for the car, which is nawala din. Bad trip.
Alright, wait. Actually, I have a question for both of you simps right now. Because I'm claiming it. I'm no simp at all. So, why do you think it becomes that way? Why do you think the other half ends up just using you? No, I'm just curious. Like, how
That's
come it's
on them
not...
Sa totoo lang. That's on
Yeah,
them.
but like, how come it wasn't enough na hindi tumagos sa kanila yun?
Kasi going back ng pare, dahil alam nilang nandun ka. Kampante sila kumbaga. Kampante sila na nandyan ka. Kampante sila yun. Alam nila na gagawin mo lahat para sa kanila, pre.
Just think of it this way. It actually applies for both sexes. Pero for example, so there's this girl, di ba? She has a Ken doll. I mean, yung partner ni Barbie, di ba? Si
Ken. Okay. Ken.
Si Ken.
doll.
Yeah.
Question mark in my head, right? Alright.
Put all the fucking question marks up.
So yun, so si Ken, that's one of her favorite Ken dolls. Pinaglalaroan niya every day. She always holds it. Pero there comes a time na her parents are gonna buy her a new one. Another Ken doll. And then another. So marami siyang choices. Pero once magsawa na siya dun sa mga yun, she always goes back to her favorite Ken doll. Kasi she knows that this Ken doll will always be there for her. So yun yung parang, if you apply that in real life, parang ikaw, lagi ka kasing nandun para sa kanya. So she knows na she can hurt you as much as she can. She can play with you, she can use you while fucking around with other guys. And if that doesn't work, she'll always have you.
Yeah, she always has you. Kumbaga, fall back. Like, she would do all this stuff na not knowing or even knowing na nasasaktan ka. And if that fails, wala, andito ka naman eh. You're here eh. I can always go back to you eh. Diba? So, yun yung like, use you eh. Bro, like this girl I dated way back, bro, fraction of my money, pare, I paid for her tuition.
Yeah, I know.
It's a joke.
I've been
it's a fucking joke.
I've been there.
Yeah. And like, above and beyond, pare, hatid sundo ko pa sa sobrang layo na lugar yun, men. Sobrang layo na lugar ko pa sinusundo yun. Tas wala eh. Nalaman ko pala, she's fooling around pala eh. Di ba? Wala eh. Yun talaga yung side effects nun eh. Pero, which leads us to number 3. Respect is taken out of the picture. Yung respect niya for you as a person, no? Wala.
Okay, so speaking of that, I just want to tell a story. This is one of the biggest simp stories that I have that has happened to me. Bibilisan ko na lang yung pag-explain sa kanya. So basically, me and my ex, basta hindi nyo alam kung sino. Basta me and my ex.
Dami yung ex, no? Parang
my second
every
ex.
time na binabanggit niya na si ex. Alam mo, sa totoo lang bro ako, parang sinong ex?
Anyway,
sino ba to?
Let's get on with the story, man.
Okay, so sige, si ex from Tua. Oh, yun na, ex from Tua.
Okay.
So we went to the mall. We were having a good time. We had a great date. And then nung pauwi na kami, for some reason she went to the bathroom pero she left her stuff with me.
Okay.
Yung wallet niya. And I was curious. So I checked her wallet and then I saw a hotel key card. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, I've never seen this before. Tapos, so, nilagay ko ulit. Ganyan. Tapos, lumabas siya. And then I was like, babe, kaninong hotel key card yan? Tapos sabi niya, dude, she had this weirdest look in my eye. Like, talagang parang galit siya. Sabi niya, why the fuck do you have to ruin everything? So she took her phone, she took her wallet, she stormed out of the mall. So syempre I had to follow her. Sa Robinson's Magnolia to eh. So sa Robinson's Magnolia. And then we went down. Tapos
ayoko yung naghahabol.
Just listen. Ito na. So we went down to the garden. Tapos we were talking. Tapos sabi niya, yeah, okay, fine. That was the hotel key card that me and my ex had when we went to, I forgot where. Let's just say Baguio. So it was before. Matagal na siya. Or at least that's what she said. Joke lang. So matagal na nga siya. Matagal na nga yun. And then, I was just worried kasi I thought na we had thrown out everything na she had with her ex.
So, yung pa yung nasa wallet niya.
Yun pa yung nasa wallet niya, diba? So medyo fucked up yun.
Crazy.
Tapos sabi ko, okay, sige. Tapos sabi ko lang naman, hindi, akala ko kasi tinapon mo na eh. Nagalit siya ulit. Like, literally, she took out the card, she threw it in the bushes. And she stormed out again. She stormed out all the way to St. Paul QC. So, sinundan ko siya. And all she kept saying, I was trying to hold her like this, tapos ginagano niya lang ako, get the fuck away from me, get the fuck off me. Like, while people were looking at us.
Oh, you guys were in public.
Sobrang nakakaya. So, she stopped. And then, sabi ko, please, what can I do to make things better? Tapos wala siyang sinasabi, nakaganyan lang siya. Tapos sabi niya, bigla siya nagsalita, sabi niya, you know, feeling ko, masaya na yung mga bushes ngayon kasi nasa kanila na yung keycard. Sabi ko, what the fuck? Nag-snap ako doon. Sabi ko, you know what? Fuck it. Tangina, balik ako sa Rob Mag. Hinahanap ko na yung card sa mga bushes. Bro, the embarrassing part here is, nakita na ako ng mga schoolmates ko. Sabi, oh, Thor, gardener ka na pala dito. Kasi syempre nagagaganon ako sa bushes Nagagaganon ako sa bushes So, sabi ko, hindi, may hinahanap lang ako. So, I finally found it after like, 30 minutes of searching. Syempre, gabi na nun 8 p.m. na. So, hinahanap ko.
You didn't give up?
I didn't talaga. So, yun, nahanap ko na siya.
Persistent.
Pagkuha ko ng ganun, I didn't know that the bushes had thorns in them. So paghila kong ganun, puta bro, duguan yung kamay ko, literally. So habang dumudugo yung kamay ko, bumalik ako sa St. Paul and she was gone, dude. So the first thing that I thought, maybe she went home. So pumunta ako dun. I went to her house. Nagbasa ko. So I had to put my arm up like this kasi syempre pag nakaganon, flow lang yung dugo. So my arm was like this. Tumutugo. Tapos yung mga tao sasabi, kuya, yung kamay mo tumutugo. Sabi ko, nanginginig siya. Sabi ko, di, wala lang yan. Mga ganun lang, di, wala lang yan. So I went to her house. She wasn't there. Hindi pa siya nakaka-uwi. And I was concerned. Nakita ko nung mommy niya, sabi niya, sige, hintayin mo na lang siya dyan. Hintayin mo na lang siya. An hour later, she comes home. She didn't even look at me. She just went straight in. And then, nag-away sila ng mommy niya. Siguro for a good 15-20 minutes. And she comes out. And then she starts crying. She's like, bakit ka nandito? Sabi ko, because, Jenny, I love you. Fuck, I said the name! Well, you know her. You know Jenny all too well. So, sabi ko, yeah, Jenny, I love you. I care about you. And then, she starts crying. And then she hugs me. And then she says na may ginawa akong mali. Bro, I shit you not, she called her ex to pick her up.
Awit sa'yo.
And I was like, you know, I thought this is the biggest simp moment. Huh?
Wow.
I was like, I hugged her, I kissed her forehead, and I said, nah, it's okay. It's okay. I still love you. Dude! Fucking simp right there.
Stop! Yeah.
So, wala.
Yeah, you are. Man.
I
wala
suck.
Biggest simp.
Okay, well, yun nga, the respect, yun na yun eh, andyan na yun lahat eh. Being taken for granted, using you.
And ito yung like pinakamalala na side effect of being a simp is that she'll apparently find someone else that could show more masculinity than you.
Ang bigat nun Ang bigat ng pagka-deliver mo Ang bigat
yun
nun
kasi ganito eh.
Ang bigat.
Siyempre, maraming babae dyan gusto pogi, masculine, under sila eh. Actually, aminin natin sila eh. And ikaw kasi parang
Romantic.
wussy ka eh, di ba? Parang wala. Just find someone else better.
What the fuck is wrong with women? To be honest.
So you guys aren't mad at me? Cause like, I mean, I'm great.
Nah,
Great.
it's all good. Like to each of our own. I mean, I can be an asshole and masculine if I want. Pero I know in myself kasi I'm not like that. I'm not saying that you're an asshole.
Ang hirap kasi na all you want is love eh. All you want is love, pero like there's all these bullshit factors that could factor in. So wala eh. You get distorted, you get deranged. Thus wala, naging simp ka talaga eh.
Yeah.
Diba? So, yun yung side effects of being a simp. And you guys are lucky kasi we have 5 tips to avoid being a simp. So, Itiel?
Yeah, basically, always be handsome. Hindi ibig sabihin yung mukha nyo kailangan laging ba. It's like how you dress yourself up, how you feel. It's about yung confidence nyo. Yeah, exactly. Presentation of yourself. That's how you be handsome. Disregard the face.
Yeah, kasi if pogi ka, ikaw nga habulin. Hindi mo sila kailanganin. Diba? Pogi ka, you don't need marami naman dyan. Kung pogi ka. And the second,
realize that you can't please everyone. So
this comes into play with the superhero complex that I have. I am slowly trying to realize na I can't save everyone. Pero if it's a hot girl, then I'll probably try to save her. I'm joking.
Man.
Kasi
This
wala,
defeats
bro,
the whole purpose of the podcast today, man.
I'm joking.
Damn it. Alright.
Pero kasi yung to realize that you can't please everyone. There will always be someone out there who will hate your guts. May hater nga ako sa TSN channel na. Hindi ko kung sino ka man.
We're calling you out. This is Soto.
Jinx. Soto.
Whoever you are.
Except Vico.
Pero,
we love you.
Whoever you are, I love you, man.
Hey!
Minomotivate mo ako araw-araw.
Joke's on you, bitch!
Joke's on you, Mr. Soto. So anyway, so yun nga. Laging may mag-hate talaga sa'yo and you realize that you can't please everyone talaga. And once na you learn to accept that deep inside,
have the confidence to be hated.
Yeah.
Diba? I shared that. And
patama yan sa akin.
I agree. I totally agree. Yeah.
You don't like being hated?
Yeah, man.
Really?
It matters a lot to me.
Oh, yeah, especially with the thing with the Mr. Crunch.
Yeah. I hate you.
I get it. I get your reference. Good reference.
So yun. And that leads to the next point, which is
love yourself. Always love yourself, guys.
Yeah.
Self-love.
Self-love first. If you can't love yourself, then you can't love anyone else.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
And bro, madali lang siya eh. Kasi if you love yourself, the side effects won't happen to you in the first place. Like lahat na nabanggit namin na being taken for granted, using you. If mahal mo yung sarili mo, you won't even allow yourself to get into that situation in
kasi
the
alam mo
first
yung
place.
worth mo eh. And that's what I'm slowly trying to learn din. And another thing is you have to realize na if you do love yourself and you know your worth, aside from hindi mo na ilalagay yung position mo dun, pero how do I say it? Hindi mo na siya hahanapin eh. Like, you're gonna look for the same love, the same amount that you can give it. So, I think that's really important. And at the end of the day, you know, looks, money, that's super irrelevant eh. Whoever you're happy with, and, diba? Tara mo si Andy Eigenman, for example.
Yeah. Like, wow. Very, like, naisip ko na nga maging ganun eh. Titira na lang ako sa isla pare. Hindi ko doon na lang ako sasaya eh.
Diba?
Tropa ko na lang mga fishes dun sa beach.
Uy, si Marcos. Uy, si James.
Uy, pre, kamusta ka na? Bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop. Gaganon ka lang. Anyway, so, the next one is...
learn how to say no. Don't be a yes man all the time. Or else you're in for a lot of trouble.
Yeah, kasi... if you learn to say no and that wouldn't be okay with the girl, then yun na yung sign na you should dump her.
Yeah.
That's the sign you should dump her straight off the bat. Yun na yun.
Kasi we can't always be adjusting our asses for them. So they gotta realize that, you know.
And same goes for girls. Like, honestly, that mindset y'all have na, oh, I can change him. No, that's bullshit. If a guy wants to change, he'll change.
Yeah, he'll change for you.
He's gonna He's gonna change for himself.
Yeah,
he's not gonna do it for anyone. Like, God, diba? Ang dami kasing girls na iniisip na they'll date a bad boy thinking that they can change that guy.
Pero that's actually like sobrang mali talaga nun kasi you can't teach someone a lesson eh if yung sarili nila ayaw nila magpaturo eh. Diba?
That's true.
Yun talaga yung like the toxicity of being stubborn. Being a stubborn person, sobrang toxic nun pare. Grabe. And
the last one before we wrap up, being chivalrous for sex is not being a gentleman.
Yeah.
Not at all.
And also being
Fuckboy ko lang, ibang hybrid ka lang ng fuckboy, pero yun din yun eh.
Ito, isa pa yun, only respecting women who are attractive isn't respecting women.
At all.
At all, di ba? Like, okay, nirespeto mo si Catriona Gray, pero hindi mo nirespeto sila, sabihin na natin, sila Melay, sila Poco. Di ba? That's super bullshit. Kasi,
yeah, I totally agree.
yeah. So, wag mo lang, don't do everything for your own advantage. Like, if you want to be chivalrous for everyone.
It's all love, man. It's all love. Yun lang naman. It's all love. And if you follow these steps, you'll get the love you deserve. You'll get the love you deserve.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, but and last but not least, take it from a simp.
Take it from the simps.
The Simpsons.
The Simpsons! Yun, pumasok na yung Simpsons mo, pare. So anyway, guys, that's the podcast for tonight. We did it tonight on a night. Solid nights. Yeah.
Solid nights.
So, yun. Stay tuned for the next episode,
Yeah,
guys.
thank you again, guys, for supporting the channel. Even though we're not putting out that much content.
It's
pero,
really tough
yeah, it's
right now.
Really hard.
It's really tough.
And we are gonna try to put out some more. So just stay tuned for those. And yeah, always stay safe.
Yeah.
Take precautions. Sanitize everything. If gusto nyong higupin yung Lysol, do it.
Yeah.
I did that.
And by the way, this will be on Facebook, by the way. So you guys stay tuned for that. Alright? Okay.
Hi. Again, my name's Thor.
This is Daddy Javi.
And TL, as always,
This has been the
Solidios.
Roll the outro music!